Yo, AK Almighty here, and welcome to my filler content series, where this video will be the same as my other videos, but less editing, no more with this nigga, and yeah, let's just talk. As I walk through the unpredictable and yet not so surprising internet talks, I come across of debates that are to me, that's me trying to do the SpongeBob effect if I cannot find it. Whole lot of chatting, bro. Or some of it is tolerable debates, but no one really expressing good enough points, or they are reusing a lot of arguments. Here are some debates on the internet which are not the worst, but they're kind of dumb. Let's get into it. This video is sponsored by Houston, Texas. Now, in life, you either dedicate your existence as a Spotify user or live by as an Apple Music consumer, or the others. But it only matters between these servers. So which is better? What is the only answer? The genuine truth, the factual statement. Who gives a flying fuck? Sorry to ruin y'all petty debates, but I really don't see no points in this talks. And you should too. Now the ones who join these type of debates, I just want to know, do you feel like this debate have enough talks to be a debate? Because it ain't like Xbox and PlayStation, where they do the same job but can be in their own space and differentiate from competitors. They can be more than consoles, but these servers do the same job and nothing really stands out. They just be playing music. Okay, if I looked in, I probably can find some difference between them. Maybe I can see the talks which looks better aesthetic wise. Yeah, that still sounds dumb. In the similarities, they both have like visual moving formats. They both crash a lot. Whenever the most anticipated album drops every year, either Spotify or Apple Music crash, which should lead either users will voice out how their current service is better. Okay, if you really think that crashing hurts your experience of listening to music, it's really healthy to have patience or wait another day. The project with 25 tracks plus being on a runtime of 3 hours that drops at 12 a.m. is not going anywhere. It's not. Seeing people what they think about the album can wait in the morning. Get your sleep in, bro. Is this debate is about the quality of the music? That's a valid argument to do, because I see both apps have settings for that. But at the end of the day, music is music. Everyone got their different ways to listen to music. Just be glad you can hear music, man. Even hearing. Hear me out. I wish I could put on Hella Killer on Jeffrey. Is it because the price? To me, the best price for both of these servers should have is fucking free. I know y'all wanted like a rivalry against these apps, just like the previous mentioned Xbox and PlayStation. It's just their tension is just too fucking normal and they do the same shit. And the only argument I can just see is the content they put on between these two apps, like podcasts and interviews. Besides that, this debate is dumb. But let me know in the comments to understand this debate. Change my mind. I don't want to be a party pooper, a fun killer, the Grinch that stole your fucking enjoyment. I'll tolerate with your little cute debate, bro, but I gotta say what I gotta say. This is pointless. Why? Well, let's just look into this. English and math. It's either red is math or blue is English, or vice versa. Or I'm sure you got your own way. Science, what I've seen from people is green. I've seen people say purple, pink, and exotic blue. And I think majority of people say yellow is history. Probably brown, I don't know. I don't know your beliefs. But all I gotta say, you can't really establish a color. No matter your ideology or the way you pick a color for a subject because of your analogy from math being red for intense feelings and despair. We all see color differently. You just gotta recognize most people pick different colors in subjects, most likely to be whatever the surrounding in the classroom brings. Or my favorite point why people decide what color is their subject, it's whatever the color folders or journal they pick. And you know, back then when you were a kid, those were long process decisions to make, bro. Or just pick Spider-Man or Optimus Prime for your math journal. Again, let me remind you, we all see color differently. Like someone could see a blue as a calm, inspiring, and relaxing color. Or some people could see blue as like anxiety, like you're falling down into a deep water that takes you down to the void. Or blue strips. And there are gonna be some people that see purple as a feminine color, or willing to see as the hardest color out the motherfucking palette, or the #1 rated mixtape of all time. My final point? There isn't no wrong or right answer to this. Now, if you ain't really an anime viewer or you just sick and tired of anime, then it's all good, bro. You can skip to this part of the video, but I recommend you to stay to learn this debate that's been talked around on the internet for a while. So, if you're watching anime or any type of media, you either have the option to watch it in your preferred language or watch it in the media's original language with the subtitles. Dub and sub and dub, noted. Now, thinking about this argument sounds not so dumb, cause both sides has valid points in their argument. You may like sub because you feel odd towards dubbing over already existing lines that has different dialogues. And the dub acting, in your opinion, and the most fucked up way you can describe it, is corny. Most times the voice actors doesn't even match the character speaking. Okay, now if you like dub, who the fuck wanna read all that? You look away from the screen and the scene changed by a lot. Maybe you got dyslexia. Maybe you don't want to hear a whole different language you don't understand and prefer your own language. And other points. For a while, I really don't mind this debate until I look further at how noxious it can be. And then it hit me. Y'all been ganging up on each other to face the fact they're both ass. Now, I'm not telling you to watch it in silence, but my theory is the only way I can be tolerable towards sub and dub is the written dialogue or how it's executed by talking. Now, listening in my own language, which is English, I can see the hate for our dub. I don't want to watch a cool scene just to hear, I'ma give it my all! Next one, I'm Kurt Burrow, and I talk like this, and I'm a bitch nigga. Whack move, bro. Especially when they say it and you have to hear that shit in your ears. But I got maybe a worse problem than that. Sure, I can't stand to hear bummy dialogue in my language, but tuning in to sub and reading bummy dialogue?
Get the fuck out of here.
That's a crime. And I'm sure one of y'all gonna say, how about the acting though? Okay, unless you understand Japanese, you can have a full-minded opinion. If not, what you really know about that? What you really know about that? Cause saying it sounds cooler isn't really a full opinion. Like, if you understand the Japanese or you're actually a Japanese resident, they're actually the same as you because they can hear this.
I'ma give it my all!
In their language. But most of their acting is pretty interesting and they're hard. And also our preferred language too. The dub can shine too. But both options sounds too cartoonish. In Japan, they have a similar debate than us in the dub and sub talks. Let me present y'all the talk of the century. Dub or sub, king of the hill. I am not tripping. Go search it up. Anyways, yes. The new narrative I want to put out is sub is not perfect and it can pull out bad dialogue and bad lines just like dub. They're kind of the same thing. You don't have to get scared or sensitive about them. I think some of y'all Japanese writers don't know how to insult. Go to New York for a week. I'm sure you're gonna prove. Now, besides that, there is the acting delivery on both sides. And I know both sides of what they're capable of, good and bad. But that is subjected to you and me. Instead of tacking and just being annoying to everybody, let's lock in. Let's get to know each other and see our views. I read the manga. What's this? If you really look at my channel and walk a few blocks, you will see a video why I think the slang GOAT, to me, is an annoying word. Not the worst saying in all means, but the way people pass it around and use that word, it is,
What?
Now, there is one argument I didn't touch on a lot in the video, and that is the debate aspect on the word GOAT. By the way, I'm not saying you don't have to say GOAT because I tell you so. You can still say it. Sometimes I slip up too. I guess we're all programmed. Also, you can get in the GOAT debate all you want to, but here's my problem in any GOAT debates. It gets way too serious. Like getting into war serious. Aggressively hostile. Aggressively sensitivity. These talks can range from any category from sports, games, film and shows, music, comedians, and yeah, and it even go further than that. Corn stars, supermarkets, fucking food. I saw a GOAT debate between chicken tenders with fries versus fried rice with teriyaki and orange chicken. It ended with a shootout. Joking, I'm kidding. It ended with a 4-day comment section fight. Regardless if you're in these kind of debates or any debates, you should not attack the person you are debating of their character. That goes for the person you are debating and others. I also recommend not to be toxic. It's not healthy. Also, don't put your favorite thing on a pedestal. Sometimes they won't get it, man. And sometimes us too. And look, I see where they're coming from. People care so much about their reasoning in the argument. I mean, the argument is what they think is the greatest. It even might be their favorite thing ever that it blinds them from enjoying other things. If they hear one critique or a case of something better, no limit, full pressure, bro. Like when they see your favorite thing is not number 1 on the list or not even on the list, or even worse, number 2, mentally, they will automatically think you calling it garbage. We gotta stop being so bothered, bro. Now, the insult that makes me mad about this debate is the disrespect and the discredit the one's reasoning or argument of their status of being great and the impact. Now, you can give out criticism, but never overlook the stats and recognition and say blasphemy slanders. Bro, face the fact there's greatness in any category. If you're that biased to do that, it's unlikely that people will regard you as serious when you speak. And sure, you can play that I don't give a fuck what people say when you talk, but you're gonna realize you can't make things clear with others if you're gonna be ignorant-minded or hold a bias on the peakest pedestal. I also dislike the part in the debate that includes people in it, like athletes or artists or other influencers with the high standards and greatness, and give it all blood, sweat, and tears just for them to be using delusional talks in a random reply section. Your reputation will get ruined by some people due to your pathetic fans. You will get compared to anything, and defamation on your character, even your personal stuff in your life. Do you see how idiotic this is? A debate that should be good talks. Even great talks, bro. Sure, we can push it to the edge in combos, but never act a fool when we talk or spread the message. You can pick whatever goat you want, but don't forget your points, and remember it's just opinions. Don't be bothered about the opposing person perspective and points. It's life, we all got different beliefs. So stop the tomfoolery. The word got so annoying, I give zero fucks who's the goat. Alright, simple. Not everything gotta be top 1. Enjoy what you like and keep moving. Before we go on to the next, I want to appreciate you for clicking on this video and the decision you made to come this far in the video. I hope you get peak happiness in life, cause you deserve it, man. Now, this video has some more points, but I had to cut it down. But we can really talk for real. Comment down below what's the dumbest debate you ever heard. And oh yeah, sub, like, and penetrate. Alright, let's get into it.